sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. This video and YouTube channel is rated PG-13, so that means this channel is not for anyone under the age of 13.
So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be doing a quick look review, and this time it's going to be of the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Arkham Knight Batman. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at the box. So as you all can see, we do have the basic style box here when it comes to McFarlane's DC Multiverse. The window, McFarlane Toys, DC Multiverse, Batman. There's the bottom, the tippity top of the box, both sides of the box there, and then the back does have a really dope image of Batman from Arkham Knight. So that is the packaging. Let's get this figure open to take a quick look at the accessories Batman is included with. Alright, so for Batman's accessories, he's included with the basics here. So we do have the stand with the peg on it, says DC. Then we do get the card as well with the nice image that's on the back of the packaging there. And then we do have a little bio and stuff right there. So we do get those. Then he is also included with a Batarang. It does have a little bat symbol on it. Same thing on the other side. Pretty cool. Then we do get this here. I believe this is that clay that he sprays on stuff and makes explode. I believe that's what this is. I could be wrong though. And then last here we do get this weapon here. I forgot what this does. I don't think it's a zip line. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I mean, all the other weapons look fine. They're all just molded in a black plastic. So we do get all that stuff with Batman. Now let's take a closer detailed look at the figure itself, which looks pretty awesome. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and definitely best part to the figure. The detail on this Batman is freaking awesome, man. When it comes to paint and sculpt, McFarlane really does do a pretty damn good job, man. We got the long bat ears, which are a bit sharp, so be careful of that. The paint where the skin tone meets the black, very clean. Even the eyes are painted really well also, and the sculpt of the mask looks pretty dope. Even the neck armor looks pretty cool. The cape, I'm not a fan of any type of plastic cape, but the sculpt of this thing is really beautiful looking, actually. I dig the way this cape was sculpted on the inside and on the back there. So cool looking plastic cape, if you don't mind those types of capes. The armor here for the torso looks great. Bat symbols nice and centered where the gray meets the black. Clean paintwork on that and just nice sculpt detail throughout the armor there. The shoulder armor looks pretty good. The armor and stuff on the back looks fine. Clean paintwork once again. Arms, clean paintwork, and I like that sculpted texture to the black on the arms. That looks pretty cool. Kind of has like a carbon fiber look, but I don't believe it's meant to be. And then the gauntlets look pretty dope. The blade things on his gauntlets could have been done a bit better. Not the best bladed pieces on Batman's gauntlets. Then we do get the famous utility belt here, which has a bunch of pouches and probably gadgets and stuff in it. And I do like the gold that they chose for the utility belt. And then the legs here, nice sculpt and paint detail once again, and I do like that sculpted texture once again on the black pieces. And then down to the lower legs here, the boots look pretty dope, man. Dig the sculpt of them. Not too bad looking. And then the feet look pretty good too. And the bottom of them, we do get some sculpted treads on there, which don't look too bad, but overall, the detail on this figure, I think, is definitely the best part to this Batman, and McFarlane definitely is not a stranger when it comes to great sculpt detail and painting as well. So now let's go over the height and height comparisons. Now for the height of Arkham Batman, to the very top of his head, it looks like he's about 7 inches and 1/4 of an inch tall. Then to the very top of his bat ears, he is a bit over 7 inches and 3/4 of an inch tall. Now let's take a look at Batman compared to a few other figures. Alright, so here is the Arkham Knight Batman compared to the McFarlane Toys Arkham Asylum Joker, the Arkham Origins Deathstroke, Nightwing, and then we do have the DC Collectibles Essentials Red Hood. And I do like how Batman is taller than all these other figures here. Now let's see him compared to a few other figures, then we will continue on with the review. The NECA Hornhead Predator, the NECA TMNT Original Movie Raphael, the McFarlane Toys MK11 Spawn, and the McFarlane Toys Superman. So there is the height and height comparisons for the Arkham Knight Batman. Now let's go over the articulation and wrap this review up. So now for the Dark Knight's articulation here, we do have a pretty good neck joint here. There's only one joint there, of course, but you can get him to look down really well. Doesn't look up a whole bunch. You get fantastic pivot there, as you can see. And then it does swivel. Then we don't get a torso joint. We only get a waist joint here. So Batman goes forward really well, actually, with that joint. Goes back a tiny bit. You do get really nice pivot at that joint. Even though it's one joint, you get some pretty damn good movement, and then it does swivel as well. The arms here, they do have, I believe they're connected with like a barbell type joint, so you can move the shoulder just ever so slightly, and then the arms do go out to the sides a little more than 90 degrees. Since this is a softer rubbery type plastic, it does get out of the way. They do go up and down. We do have true bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that do bend in all the way. Then we do have a ball hinge on the wrist there, so that does swivel and hinges back and forth. Now for the legs here, Batman can kick forward just about 90 degrees, goes to the back a tiny bit. Let's see if he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it, and he definitely can. One thing I forgot to mention, my right shoulder joint is very tight on my figure. When I try to bring it back down, it's just pretty tight. I gotta like push it in or up as I'm pushing it down, so might just be with my figures. So other people might not even have that issue. Then for the swivel, you just get a slight hip swivel there, not too much movement. And we do have double jointed knees, and those do bend back all the way. Ow! As you can see there, in this piece just pinched the hell out of my finger there. And for the ankles, they do swivel. They hinge up a little bit, hinge down pretty well, and then you do get a good angle pivot. And if you bring the joint sideways, you can even get it to pivot more. Then you do get a nice toe hinge there. But anyway, that is my quick look review of the McFarlane Toys Arkham Knight Batman. Hope you enjoyed it. Overall, this figure isn't too bad at all for the $22 price range or price point. Definitely a pretty damn cool figure. The detail definitely has to be my favorite part about the figure. Paint's nice and clean, and the sculpt is pretty damn awesome. And yeah, I'm not a fan of the cape at all, but I really don't see McFarlane using cloth or cloth wired capes in the future. That just doesn't seem like something he would do. The articulation also isn't too bad. It's pretty much the basic McFarlane Toys articulation, so you know what type of movement to expect. And finally, the accessories. They did include this Batman with a pretty damn good amount of stuff. We get 3 different items. Yes, I wish we got a pair of fists or open hands or something like that, because it really limits your posing options when you don't have alternate hands. So I'm gonna keep saying this. I hope they start including alternate hands more often with their figures. But yeah, man, pretty happy with how this turned out. Not my favorite McFarlane figure. Might be my favorite Batman figure by McFarlane Toys. And I recommend it for Batman fans if you love the Arkham Knight game, or if you just like the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line. I do recommend picking it up. If you don't really care too much about the figure, you can pass on it. But anyway, that is my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, oh well. I guess you don't like it, but thanks for watching. We'll see you. But stay tuned for pictures next.